Hi everyone and welcome to another Pips video. My name is Preston and today we're going to be making a crown loaf. So let's get started.
In a large bowl I added flour, yeast, salt, melted butter and water, making sure to keep the yeast and salt on opposite sides of the bowl so the salt wouldn't kill the yeast. I then mixed all of the ingredients together by hand. You can do this on a stand mixer with a dough hook, but I prefer making bread the old-fashioned way by hand. After making a mess with the flour on my bench, I continued mixing the dough until it was fully combined. Then I kneaded the dough for about 5 minutes or until gluten had formed. I used bread flour for this loaf as the extra protein in bread flour helps form stronger gluten strands in the bread. But you can also use all-purpose flour if you don't have any bread flour on hand. The only difference is that the all-purpose flour won't produce quite the same texture, but it'll be close enough. You'll know when the gluten has formed once the dough is smooth and elastic. Once the dough was thoroughly kneaded, I placed it in a lightly greased bowl, covered it with some cling film, and let it rise for 1.5 hours or until it had doubled in size. After the dough had risen, I made a moderately smaller mess with the flour and knocked the air out of the dough for a couple of minutes. This allows you to shake the dough and let it rise again before baking. Next, I evenly divided the dough into 12 equal portions and formed them into rolls. Once this was completed, I placed the rolls into a greased 8-inch or 20-centimeter cake pan, covered it with cling film, and let the crown loaf rise for an additional 30 minutes, or until the rolls had doubled in size. Then I glazed the top of the crown loaf with a little bit of milk. You can also do an egg wash, but I wanted the loaf to have a more delicate flavor and lighter glaze than what an egg wash would bring. After the loaf was painted up like the Sistine Chapel, I sprinkled a little bit of this Malden sea salt on top of each roll before baking it at 430 degrees Fahrenheit or 220 degrees Celsius for 20 to 25 minutes, or until the top was golden brown.
And here is the final result, a perfectly baked and delicious crown loaf. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe to the Pips Pastry Shop channel for more how-to videos. For step-by-step recipes and other exclusives, please visit my Patreon page. The link is in the description box below. Until next time, bye!